You may be seated. Well, you know, the year 2020 has been a tough year. You've endured a wedding that's been delayed from May to September. So many people are anxious for that door to close on 2020. But yet I'm going to challenge each one of you to remember 2020 is not a bad year, but it was the year that Craig and Stephanie got married. So be excited about 2020. I want to thank those of you who are gathered with us today in person and also those that are streaming. Thank you for being with us on this occasion. We welcome every one of you who have come to be participants in today's celebration. As friends and family, you have helped to shape and nurture and bring together this couple. You have supported their relationship from the very beginning. And so Craig and Stephanie are really asking you to be a part of their future as well today. Throughout all time and tradition, it's been the joy of somebody to present the bride in marriage, and today I have that joy of asking, who presents Stephanie in marriage?
That would be her mother and I.
Thank you very much. Well done. Give her a hug. Heads up. All right. Got you looking good there. We know marriage is a big step. It is a covenant. It's a promise to always be faithful and kind and supportive, no matter the situation. And it only works if both partners promise to listen to each other, to protect one another, and to love each other in an unconditional manner. It's important that you, Craig, and you, Stephanie, share with each other. Listen openly and without fear, trusting that together you're going to find the right path, even sometimes when you seem unsure of what that path is. It's into this state that the two of you wish to enter today. I would like to invite all of you to join me, if you are familiar with the Lord's Prayer, to join me as we pray together to begin our time together. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Well, Craig and Stephanie, life is given to us as individuals, but yet somehow you got to learn to live it together. Love is given to us by our families. And I know family is very important to both of you, and I want to acknowledge your families today. So Debbie and Kevin, Kathy and Terry, Craig and Stephanie asked me to publicly say something today to thank you, because you have given them love, guidance, support throughout the years, and therefore they learned those traits from you. And today they come to share with one another those same traits, love and honor and respect. So it is a tribute to you all in the way that you have raised them. You did well. Thank you. They wanted to say thank you to you as parents for doing that, and I want to say thank you for a job well done. But love is also given to us by our friends, and you're surrounded by friends today. We learn to love by being loved. Learning to love and living together is one of the greatest challenges of life. It is the shared goal of married life. Before today, your lives have been somewhat defined by your individual goals. Craig, establishing your career and growing your career as a golf professional. Stephanie, taking your skills, your abilities, your talent, your training as a vet and bringing those talents to your local community. And along the way, the two of you have created some amazing memories. How many people can say that they had a date that was delayed due to the emergency C-section of a goat? Not many. Stephanie, you've attempted to golf. I don't know how that went, but I know you tried it. The two of you have partied together in Key West, and you have ridden out Hurricane Irma. There's been a lot of joys on the way. Today, as you begin that married life, you are now taking into your care and keeping the happiness of the one person you love the most in this whole world. You are agreeing to share strengths and responsibilities and love. As husband and wife, you're going to be each other's best friend, confidant, lover, teacher, listener, and protector. And as your relationship grows, I think you'll find it will deepen and enrich every facet of your life. So be mindful of this. Just make every effort to preserve your love with one another by holding each other gently, lifting each other up, and I think that will go a long way in guaranteeing a wonderful and happy life together. I would tell you to stay close to one another. Craig, as a golf professional, if I were to ask you, which putt do I have the greater likelihood of making? Is it a 3-footer or is it a 30-footer? I would hope you would tell me it is the 3-footer.
You haven't seen my putting.
And Stephanie, if I were to ask you, as you examine one of the animals that you deal with on a daily basis, you have the option to either examine that animal from a desk in your office, or you have an opportunity to examine it up close, to touch, to see what's going on. I would think you would tell me it's easier to diagnose the problem the closer you get. Marriage is a lot like that. It's all about proximity. It's staying close together. Don't let yourself drift apart, because then the 3-foot putt becomes a 30-foot putt, and it's harder to make. Stay close to one another, and I think you'll find that that will help in your marriage. We're going to do something now called blessing of the hands. I don't know if you all are familiar with this, but I'm going to ask Craig and Stephanie to turn and face one another, hold each other's hands, because it's through the hands that they hold that they truly demonstrate their love and their commitment to one another. Craig and Stephanie, the hands that you hold are those of your best friend. They are young, they're strong, and they're full of love for you. And they're being held by the other person on this your wedding day as the two of you promise to love one another for the rest of your lives. They are the hands that will work alongside yours as together the two of you build your future, as you share your innermost secrets and dreams. They are the hands that will hold yours as you ride horses on your ranch. They are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you throughout the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort like nobody else could. They are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief ever threatens to come alongside you. They are the hands that perhaps will wipe tears of joy in the years to come, but they may also wipe tears of sorrow in the years to come. They are the hands that will tenderly hold your children one day, and they are the hands that will help you hold your family together as one. And I think I would be remiss maybe if I didn't even add this. They are the hands, Stephanie, as you hold her hands, that are going to tenderly and firmly and lovingly hold on and administer care and compassion in the world in which she operates. And Stephanie, the hands that you hold are the hands that will always want to have a perfect overlapping grip on a 9-iron. And finally, they are the hands, as you hold them, that even when they get wrinkled and aged and they look kind of like this, I think they'll still be reaching for yours and giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Would you pray with me? God, would you bless the hands that you see before you this day? May they always be held by these two. Keep them tender and gentle as they nurture each other in this wondrous thing called love. Help these hands to continue building a relationship which is founded in your love and your grace. And I pray that Craig and Stephanie use their 4 hands as healer and protector, shelter, and guide. I pray that you will use these hands to make a difference in our world. And we ask this in your name. Amen. We come now to the time where we'll share vows with one another. I'm going to take you back to a little homework that we did as we got to know one another. I encouraged Craig and Stephanie to share with me what is it about the other person that they are wildly in love with. Why are they excited about this day? What are the strengths, the abilities, the talents of their mate that make them so excited? So, Craig, before you do your vows, I want you to hear what Stephanie shared with me about you. I love Craig because he makes me laugh. He makes me feel beautiful, and I look forward to every day I get to spend with him. Craig has helped me learn about myself and love myself for who I am, showing me who I am through his eyes. I love Craig's outgoing nature and his ability to make me smile no matter how his day has been. I love his shared love for adventure and living every day to the fullest and not sweating the small stuff. With Craig, I will be marrying the love of my life and my best friend. So having heard that, you would like to go ahead and share your vows? Yeah. I think so. Yeah. So repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Craig,
I, Craig,
take you, Stephanie,
take you, Stephanie,
to be my wedded wife,
to be wedded wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer and poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Okay, now the tables turn. Stephanie, before you do your vows, I thought you'd like to hear what Craig shared with me. My parents moved my sister and I to America to provide us with a better life filled with endless potential and opportunity. In search of the American dream, well, when I met Stephanie, I instantly knew she was the final piece to the puzzle. She not only fulfilled my American dream, she is my American dream. Stephanie's genuine, selfless nature, her painfully caring ways, her beauty and intelligence, her work ethic, her devotion to others are just a few of the characteristics that inspire me daily. I truly believe our paths crossed for a reason. The fact I get to marry the love of my life, my best friend, and my soulmate is nothing short of a miracle, and I will cherish her for the rest of my life. Okay, so having heard that, I think you'd like to exchange your vows as well?
Most definitely.
Okay, I, Stephanie,
I, Stephanie,
take you, Craig,
take you, Craig,
to be my wedded husband,
to be my wedded husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
All right. Do we have rings to celebrate the day? You may have to come all the way up here because I'm tied in pretty tight.
Careful, old man.
All right. Thank you. Well, I hold in my hands two beautiful rings, which are made of precious metals, and they represent two precious lives that stand before me today. The ring has no beginning, it has no end, and it represents the eternal nature of true love. So may they be given and received to remind you that your love is that. It's never ending. Craig and Stephanie, when you place your rings on each other's fingers today, your rings will become ever-present symbols of your mutual love and of the vows that you have made to each other today on this your wedding day. So Craig, if you will place that on Stephanie's finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
Got it. And Stephanie, if you will take that, place on Craig's finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
All right. And Stephanie, let me see your ring. Craig, hold my hand here too. I want to encourage you all something. First of all, you did well. Very nice ring, okay? When you all look at that ring in all the days of your life, come back to today often, but I want you to remember there's two parts to every ring, okay? There's the pretty part, there's the jewel, there's the stone, but there's also something called a setting that holds everything in place. And I would tell you in life, I think the pretty stuff is what you've got right here. It's friends, it's family, it's those that are with you today. But what holds everything in place, that setting, is all about your character and your integrity. If the two of you will walk in your marriage and in your life with character and integrity, I think your setting will stay strong. And then I think the jewel, the irreplaceable pretty stuff, will stay in place all the days of your life. From my experience with weddings, I have learned most families go through this day very quickly. Months, if not years, of planning all come together in one day. There's a ceremony, there's photos, cocktail hour, toasts, dances. Well, and then the evening ends before the day gets away from you. And I want you to take a moment where you just do nothing but focus on each other. I want you to look into one another's eyes, block out all the distractions if you can. Don't look at your family and your friends. And I want you to just pause and realize. Go back with me in your mind to St. James Park, steps away from Buckingham Palace. A golf pro from England somehow met and was proposing to a veterinarian from Florida. How in the world could that happen? Is it fate? Yeah, maybe. Coincidence? Perhaps. Maybe a higher power orchestrated the steps for the two of your lives to intersect. But I suspect the desire of your hearts was simply this. All I want is to love you for the rest of my life, to wake up every morning with you by my side, knowing that whatever happens, I'll be able to come home to your loving arms. All I want is to share everything with you, to talk about our ideas, our dreams, the little everyday things that make us laugh, and the not-so-little things that we can't help worrying about. All I want is to give out my love as a place you can always come to for acceptance or the simple comfort that just silence brings, when things left unspoken can be understood. All I want is to grow old with you, to have our little ranch, enjoy the simple things of life, to watch our life unfold, and our dreams one by one to come true. All I want is to love you forever. Craig and Stephanie, the two of you today have pledged your vows. You've agreed to wed one another. You have consecrated this celebration with the giving and accepting of wedding rings by virtue of the authority given to me by the laws of our beautiful state of Florida. I pronounce you are indeed husband and wife. We have done all the legal things we need to do to make sure you are married. I say let's have some fun. Craig, you can kiss your bride. And as you turn and face your family and friends, folks, get on your feet now and help me welcome for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Bendel. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of both these families, thank you for being here. Your cocktail hour will be right out here to your left. Have a fantastic evening.
Yes, much better. Kind of amazing. I look back. Oh no, I'm sure. We're in Tallahassee.
Beach theming or something.
Yeah, immediate family for photos. And like, I'm maybe.
Yeah, where? Magnolia?
My office is on 484.
Yeah, he was at
Yeah, that's up front too.
I definitely haven't. You remember how I kept saying I think I've been here? Definitely haven't been here. I would definitely remember this. So, and speaking of animals at weddings, Jeffries and Corey's goes on like a lake. Like my family all grew up in the area, Lakeland. I don't know if you've been there. It's the back way. Oh yeah, you would have.
They pay for them or they pay for it? You give me some change so I can leave it.
The goal potentially is, since where we're at now is
There's a nice thing.
higher.
Do you live in the city or just out?
Well, I live in the metro area. I'm not technically in the city of Atlanta, but I'm in this like in the perimeter, which is basically like all the highways that form like a circle around the city, and it's like 30 years ago. Yeah.
Good seeing you. Good seeing you.
Okay, well, you're telling me not to, and then you tell me to. Okay.